Hello viewers, good morning. So today we will see in this video what is set, the first chapter of class 11 mathematics. So in this video we will learn what is sets and their representation and the types of sets. Okay, so what is called set? Set or sets are the collection of well-defined distinct objects. Collection of well-defined distinct objects means what? It should be well-defined. So what is the meaning of that? If I say the set of whole numbers or set of integers, then we can understand, yes, for the set of integers, what are the numbers? It is well defined. Okay? If I say set of students of class 11, then it is, there are many students are there in the school, but it is a group, it is a well defined group. Yes, you are the students of class 11. So, and it may be finite or it may be infinite. Okay, and each, that what is called that element, each member, that member of that group is called elements of the set or members of the set, a group. All right, so that is called set. As I have given you already the PDF, so you can get the notes from that. So here I am explaining of this one. So try to understand. I'll give with some examples. The sets can be denoted with the capital English alphabets. So like A, B, C. With that we can denote the set. Alright? And the members or elements of the sets are always written, will be written in small letters. Either A, B, C, X, Y, Z, anything with that, with small letters or with numbers also. So set of integers. If I say set of integers, how we can represent? So integers will represent, say minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay. So if I have represented the set of integers here, these are the elements of this set. Now here I have given with a curly bracket. There are three types of brackets are there, you know. One is, what is this type of bracket is called? You have got in earlier classes. It is called, generally we say it is a first bracket, or it is also called parenthesis. This one is, we say it as second bracket, or it is called curly bracket. Okay, and this type of bracket also you have got it. This is, we say it as third bracket, or it is called square bracket. So for this set, when we represent set, we have to represent under curly bracket. Remember that always. So in this set here, how many elements are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 elements. Alright. So this set can be represented in two different ways. One is roster form, another is set builder form. Okay. Now about the set, when I have said this is say I, it is capital letter and will be represented. This kind of representation, where all these elements are here present. Okay, we have written that element. Then it is called roster form. And another form is there, set builder form. The same set also can be represented with writing. Say it can be written in two different ways also. So here we will represent with a variable, say x, such that what is that x we will define it, because that is a well defined collection of objects. So what is that x? It is minus, from where to where? Minus 2 to 3. So it is minus 3 I will write, and greater than x and less than 4. x is an integer. X is an integer. So what I have represented here, what is that elements I have written, just explain that using the variables x, y, z, whatever it is, with a letter you can, with a small letter you can represent it. So what is that x? X is in between -3 to 4. So in between -3 to 4, what is that x? X is an integer. So what are the integers? -3, bigger than -3 is -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3. So this will represent, this type of representation is called set builder form. One is row star form, and another is, this one is set builder form. Set builder form. Got it clear? So these two ways we can represent the sets. Alright? Any set we can represent in these two forms. Even another way also are there, we can represent, we'll learn little later. It is called by Venn diagram. Venn diagrams are generally drawn with an oval shape. So like that. You might have seen in your book also. So inside that it is -2, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3. So these points you can represent that. In this way also set can be represented by using Venn diagram. V-E-N. Venn diagram. John Venn has simplified to understand the set in a easy way. He has represented in a that oval shape form or circular form also it is there, or oval shape form it can be represented. So this way also we can represent the set. So generally there are two types, one is row star form, another is set builder. Now next we will see what are the types of sets. Okay, so for the types of sets, I have written some of the types, some more are also there, we will get by the course of time. So what is empty set or null set? Okay, before that, if I ask you one question, the set of most beautiful student of the school, can you guess it? Can you find a set? Who is beautiful? We cannot define the beautifulness of a person. Okay? So it cannot be a set. If I tell the most difficult problem in mathematics, for some students it may be difficult, for other students it may be easy. So we cannot judge that kind of thing. So that are not sets. Okay? So what is empty set or null set? A set where there is no elements. A set which does not contain any element is called a null set. But it can be set. See, if I tell, say, a set X such that X is a natural number, X is a natural number less than 1, less than 1. So can you find a set? Natural number set is there, we know, but can you find a set where it is less than 1, there is a natural number? No. So there is no element present in this set. It is a set of natural numbers, but it is less than 1. There is no natural number less than 1, so it cannot be it is a set, but there is no elements in this set, so it is a empty set, or it is called null set also. So generally null set or empty set we denote it by 5. There are Greek letters are there which will be used in different representation of sets. Okay, so 5, generally 5 we represent as a null set. Alright, next is there what is called singleton set. What is singleton set? Single, the word single means if a set contains only one element, then it is called singleton set. So which set can be a singleton set? Think of an example. Think of an example which can be a singleton set. A set of even prime numbers. Set of even prime number. Set of Lady Prime Minister of India. Like that, different examples you can take. Okay, so where there is only one element. Clear? So that kind of set is called a singleton set. A set which contains only one element is called a singleton set. Next, what is finite set? Finite set means a set whose elements are countable. Finite. Finite means countable. So previously I have shown an example. The set of integers from -2 to 3. It is countable. So set of integers less than set of natural numbers less than 10, which are countable. They are called finite sets. Next is there infinite set. A set whose elements are number of elements are infinite. These are called infinite set. Example you can take set of integers, set of natural numbers, set of rational numbers, set of real numbers. All these are infinite set. So these are some of the types of sets. Now for that we have learned also previous classes what this represents. Capital N, it is set of natural numbers. Set of natural numbers. Okay. If I represent with W, what will be that? Set of whole numbers. Set of whole numbers. If I represent with Z, capital Z, this is called set of integers. Set of integers. Okay. Now, if I tell here Z plus, it will indicate set of positive integers. If I indicate here Z minus, it will indicate set of negative integers. Okay. So, because here there is no negative, positive is there, only positives are there, so we cannot represent with plus or minus. Where both sides positive and negatives are there, we can represent it by that. Now another one is there, set of rational numbers. You have got rational numbers, so by which letter we denote it? It is by Q. Set of rational numbers. Rational numbers. In that also, if I write Q plus, means set of positive rational numbers. If I write Q minus, then it is set of negative rational numbers. Same way, if we proceed a little bigger, R. What is that R? It is very important, and all these things whatever we will deal with this, these are based on this. R means set of real numbers. Which are real numbers? You have got in class 10. Real numbers means rational numbers and irrational numbers. Togetherly we say it as real number. Real number line. We draw on the number line. What is that number line? It is real number. In that, rational numbers also you can represent, irrational numbers also you can represent. Okay? So that is called real numbers. Set of real numbers. Real numbers. In that also, if it is r plus, set of positive real numbers, r minus, set of negative real numbers. Alright? So that way we can represent. These all are infinite sets. Okay? But we can present with the some that symbols. Means that some letters we can represent that sets. So already you have got that things. You remember that. Okay? That these symbols are representing by that. Clear? Okay? So next we will see some more things. Here I have written a set. It is of which form? By seeing that you can understand it is in set builder form. Okay? So what it indicates? X such that can be written with a slash also. X less than 8 and X, one symbol I have written. What is that symbol? It is also a Greek symbol. It is belongs to. This symbol represents belongs to. Belongs to. Sometimes you write in your book or notebook, this book belongs to that. This symbol represents belongs to. So belongs to W. What is that W means? It is set of whole numbers. So this will indicate, look at that, what it indicates. It is X. What are the elements? Elements are less than 8, but which are whole numbers. So this is set builder form. Okay. Now how we can convert this one set builder form to roster form? Now if you want to write in roster form, convert this one into roster form, how it can be represented? So roster form means we will write the elements of that. Okay. So what are the whole numbers less than 8? So it is definitely 0, 1, 2 up to how much? 7. You can give like that dotted. If it is more numbers, you can give first one up to you can write, and then up to this way it goes on up to 7. By this you can understand what will be the next one. So that representation is called roster form. Okay, and this one is set builder form. So first exercise, first questions are, you have to classify which are sets, which are not sets, and you have to justify the answer. If it is set or if it is not a set, why it is not. So I hope you can do that things. Question number 2. This word belongs to, whether it belongs to that. Now if I ask whether 6 belongs to W or 6 belongs to that A, the set A. 6 belongs to the set A. Set A means what? It is from 1 to 0 to 7. So whether 6 belongs to A? Yes, it is belongs to. And if it is not belongs to, so if I ask 9 whether belongs to A, can we write belongs to A? No, 9 is not the elements of this set, so it does not belongs to. We can cut like that. So it is called does not belongs to. Okay, belongs to and does not belongs to. So these are the one in question number 2. I hope you have understood that what is belongs to, what is not belongs to. Belongs to means that element must contain in that set, then it is belongs to that set. Okay, and does not belongs to the element which does not contain in this set, does not present in this set, and it is does not belongs to the set. Alright. Now if I say another one, say natural number, it belongs to integers, These both are sets. It may be element, it may be a set also. This set is means the elements of this set belongs to the elements of integers. Yes, it is also possible. Okay. Now, if I diversify that, real number belongs to n. No, all real numbers does not belongs to. Okay, so it does not belongs to n. Some of the elements of R belongs to n, but as a whole we cannot say it belongs to the natural number. So that way also it can be represented. Sometimes elements, sometimes sets. Okay. But remember, phi belongs to, phi means what? Null set. Phi belongs to every set. Phi belongs to every set. Any set, whatever you write, say integers you are writing, it belongs to it. Alright? Except natural number. Next things are there. We have to convert roster form to set builder form, set builder form to roster form. I hope this first exercise you will be able to do. Okay. Next exercise is your types of the sets. Okay. Which of the following are examples of null set? The set of odd natural numbers divisible by 2. Set of odd natural numbers divisible by 2. Is it null set? No. So, set of even prime numbers. It is also not the null set. It is a singleton set. Second question is, which of the following are finite or infinite sets? That also you can do it. Finite set or infinite set. What is called equal sets and equivalent sets? These two things also we will see. What is called equal sets? Two sets are said to be equal. Two or more sets, you can say, two or more sets are said to be equal if the elements of the sets are same. Now, if I write a set A is 1, 2, 3. Set B I have written 3, 1, 2. Set C I have written 2, 1, 3. Okay. Now remember, when we write the elements of the sets, in between comma should be given and it should be covered with a curly bracket. Okay. Then only this will represent the set. Now these three sets you look at that. Here elements are 1, 2, 3. Here 3, 2, 1. Here 2, 1, 3. Whether these sets are same or equal or not? Yes. Elements, whatever the elements are there, whichever way you are representing it is front or back, if elements are same, then these sets are called equal sets. Equal sets. Okay? Here A is equal to B is equal to C. Okay? So here we cannot say there are three different sets. They are same set. Clear? And its elements should be written, should not be written in a repeated way. Here 2 again, if I write 2 also. Okay? There should not be written again 2. When we write that things, it must be a single one. Alright? So remember that point also. So what is called equal set? If elements of the sets are equal, if two or more sets are having same elements, then the sets are called equal sets. Now, what is called equivalent set? Equivalent set. Equivalent sets. Now if I write another one, now look at that, these two. Here A is 1, 2, 3, B is X, A, B, or numbers also can be given, letters also can be given, no problem. Here number of elements, how many elements are there in this set? There are 3 elements are there. Here also there are 3 elements are there. Then these type of sets are called equivalent set. If the number of elements of set A is equal to the number of elements of set B, then the sets are called equivalent set. And number of elements, how will write? N of A is equal to N of B. N means number. Number of elements of the set A is equal to the number of elements of the set B. Then these sets are called equivalent sets. So this concept also is there in question number 4. It is equal sets. State whether A is equal to B or not. Okay. So along with that, I have given this idea also. What is called equivalent set. All right. So thank you for watching this video. If you have learned something, don't forget to press the like button. Thank you.